Hello guys, this is Neha. Welcome to my channel Guruaura, and in today's video we will discuss another type of function, that is the modulus function, and solve a couple of questions from the same. So let's start. The function f from R to R defined by fx is equal to mod of x is equal to x when x is greater than equal to 0 and minus x when x is less than 0. X belongs to the set of real numbers is called the modulus function. Now, what do we understand by this? Fx is equal to mod of x is equal to x when x greater than equal to 0. Here, this x when x is greater than equal to 0. But if less than 0, this x becomes minus x. Yes? So, let's see this in detail. Suppose we have a number 3. The output will be 3 because if x greater than 0, we directly put the value 3. Yes? Now, if we have as an input 2, the output will be again 2. If we have the input as 1, the output will be 1. If we have an input as 0, the output will be 0. That is, for any number greater than equal to 0, what happens? The input and the output are the same. But for negative numbers, what happens is we do minus of x, that is minus of the negative number. We have to do minus of the negative numbers. Yes, so minus of minus 1 will give us 1. Similarly, minus of minus 2 will give us 2. So all the negative numbers will give us a positive output. Now, let's see the arrow diagram for the same. Here we have two sets, set A and set B. Set A, the domain, set B, the codomain. Set A consists of the elements minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. Similarly, set B consists of the same elements. Now here, what will be the image for minus 3? The image for minus 3 will be 3. And the image for 3 will also be 3. Yes? Now what will be the image for minus 2 and 2? Both minus 2 and 2 have unique image 2. Similarly, minus 1 and 1 have a unique image 1. And 0 have an image 0. Now, from here we can see that the set of range does not consist of any negative numbers. It consists of 0 and all the positive numbers. So we can say that range consists of 0 and it can be any positive numbers, but the range don't include the negative numbers. So the domain of the function is the set of real numbers, but the range of the function is 0, including 0, all the positive numbers. Fine. Now, let's see the graph for the same. What happens if we plot 1 in the graph paper? 1 on the x-axis, the y value will also be 1. For 1, we get 1. For 2, what happens? If we plot 2 on the x-axis, in the y-axis also, we will get a 2. For 3, we will get a 3. For 0, we get a 0. So what can you see here? This is y is equal to x. So we can say that for x greater than equal to 0, the graph coincides with the line y is equal to x. Now, let's see what happens for the negative numbers. For the negative number minus 1, we will get the output to be positive 1. For minus 2, again we will get a positive 2. For negative 3, we will get a positive 3. So here, the graph is y is equal to minus x. So we can say that for x greater than equal to 0, the graph coincides with the line y is equal to x, and for x less than 0, it is coincident to the line y is equal to minus x. So this is the graph for the modulus function. Hence, what we have learned in the modulus function, that the function f defined from real to real, defined by f of x is equal to mod of x is equal to x when x greater than equal to 0, and minus x when x less than 0. Here x is the set of any real number and is called the modulus function. Here what is the domain? The domain can be any real number, whereas the range will be always a positive number including 0. Yes, and from the graph we have learned that for x greater than equal to 0, the graph coincides with the line y is equal to x, and for x less than 0 it is coincident to the line y is equal to minus x. Now let's see a question of the same. Find the domain and range of the following real functions. So here we have two functions, f of x is equal to minus of mod x and f of x is equal to mod of x minus 1. So we have two real functions and you need to find the domain and range for this real function. Always remember that the domain can consist of any real numbers, whereas the range will consist of only the positive numbers including 0. So let's start with the first question. F of x is equal to minus of mod x. We have already learned that mod of x is equal to x when x greater than equal to 0 and minus x when x is less than equal to 0. But in the question we have a negative here. Yes. So there will be a small change here. What is that change? Here if we put a minus sign, here it becomes a minus and this minus turns out to be positive. So now we have, for this particular question, f of x is equal to minus of mod x is equal to minus x when x greater than equal to 0 and x when x is less than equal to 0. That means for any number greater than equal to 0, suppose you have 4 greater than equal to 0, then what will be the output? The output will be minus 4. Yes, what will be the output? The output will be minus 4. But if we have any negative number, suppose you have a negative 3, what will be the output in this case? In this case, the output will be negative 3. What can you see here? We can see that we have always the negative number as the range. Yes, the range is always a negative number. So, now what can we say about the domain? Since fx is defined for x belongs to the set of real numbers, the domain of the function is always a real number. It can be observed that the range of fx is equal to minus mod x is all real numbers except the positive real numbers. Therefore, the range of f is minus infinity to 0. Fine. So here the domain is the set of real numbers. We are clear with this. As x belongs to the set of real numbers, the domain of function is real numbers. And the range of the function is minus infinity to 0. Why we consider only the negative numbers in range? Because in this case, if we substitute 4, if we take 4, a positive number, we will get the output as minus 4. If we take any negative number, minus 3, minus 2, it will remain the same. It will be minus 2 or minus 3. Yes, we are seeing that for all the x values, we are getting the output as the negative numbers. So the range in this case are negative numbers, including 0. If x is 0, obviously f of x, f of 0 will be 0. Fine. So now hope you are clear with this. Let's move to the next question. F of x is equal to mod of x minus 1. Mod of x minus 1. So here again x is belongs to the set of real numbers. So as x is defined for all real numbers, we can say that the domain of f is also the set of real numbers. Again, for x belongs to real number, x minus 1 assumes all real numbers. If x is any real number, then x minus 1 can assume any real number. So the range of f is the set of all non-negative real numbers. Why here all non-negative real numbers? Because according to the definition of the modulus function, the range will consist of always the positive numbers including 0. So here the range of f is the set of all non-negative real numbers. Hope you are clear with this. In our next video, we will talk about the polynomial function, and we will see different polynomial functions like linear function, square function, cube function. Hope you are clear till here. Hit that like button if you like my video, and don't forget to share and subscribe. Thank you.